guys, hello and welcome back to another Xplane video. More specifically, welcome to 2019's Christmas special. Merry Christmas everyone, I hope you're all having an excellent day. Here's my small contribution to your day. So yeah, we're here on the ground in East Midlands right now. And obviously TUI, Zibo, the standard stuff. So yeah, we're going to take this 737-800 up to Rovaniemi today to go and look at the new X Rebooted Rovaniemi scenery. So yeah, this should be fun. This is one of the SATA charter flights, so this isn't like a normal TUI call sign of like Tomjet letter. It's just 4 numbers. So yeah, should be interesting. So just power the aircraft up. Nothing else is done at the moment, so we need to get the aircraft fully set up. So yeah, without further ado, let's get in the flight deck and crack on. So on the flight deck, like I say, nothing's been probably done yet. I'm going to try and get this set up pretty quickly because we're running a bit late today. Cool, so sorry if I sound a bit like deaf as well. It's quite early on a morning, it's 6 AM at the moment. It should have been earlier, but I had a few issues with them. Cool, set all the lights on before we start. Good, right, so FMC, pausing it. We are at East Mids. Actually, what I'll do first is load the fuel figures. So we're taking a lot of fuel today because of the weather up there. We take 10.8 tons of fuel. Get the fuel truck to start loading that. And payload, it is 57.6. Good, so GPS left, stick it in there. And like I say, we're going to Rovaniemi today. Call sign to Tomjet 8204. No, sorry, it's 8202. 8204 was yesterday's call sign. So, departing with 27, Trent to November departure. And from Trent, actually, I'm going to do a time lapse for this, as always, because it's quite a long route today. So, I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. So as routine, all nice and sorted. I'm not going to activate it yet because we can't check it over on here, so we'll leave that for now. NRF index performance, 0 fuel, as I said, 67.6. With a reserve of 3.5, that's for an alternate Helsinki, but we can brief all that later with the arrival. Cost index, going to use 12 today. Cruising up at 350 initially. With an average cruise wind of 235 at 47. Good, and the ice is -4. Cool, execute that. M1 limits. There's DOT. We'll de-raise it a little bit, but not much. Let's say 40. Oops, we'll do 42 degrees. Yeah, that's right. Let's get some charts open. Airport, parking stands, there they are. Departure, runway, who's that? Right, yeah, it was. Trent to November. And yeah, here's our departure routing outbound. So we're going to tune Trent on 1157. That's the IRS. 1157. And that's on the radial of 162. Initial climb 6,000 feet. And after departure, we fly runway heading of 269, which was already set. Cool. We'll set it in the course as well in that case. Excellent. So, you're done looking one. I'm going to fire up the APU for a nice speedy departure. Let's leave that off now because we're refueling at the moment. Sign, trim air on, packs to auto. Cruising at 350 initially today, it will step up depending on ATC restrictions. Landing at Rovaniemi 650 feet. Excellent. I think the majority of stuff's done now. What we do still need to do is put all the departures info in. So 1310 is the MFRA, minimum flight retraction altitude. That's the most said phrase these days. There you go, I'm set in both sides. So yeah, apologies if I sound like the living version of death. Ironic. But yeah, I've been up about I've been up about maybe half an hour-ish. And it's 6 AM. We should have been earlier, but oh well. The QH is 1000, so I'll set that.
Terrain.
So there's 3 tones.
Obstacle.
Excellent. APU can come on the bus. Yeah, go get some lovely air conditioning. Cool. Press start flight actually. You can actually get passengers on board. Cool. Quick run through all the tests. Make sure everything's all good. Finish walls, yep. Yeah, Phoenix going along alright. Good, so all good. For the moment, I think it's not. Take off the flap 5 CG. I'm not going to touch these yet as they haven't finished fueling, so we'll leave them for the moment. But we can fill this out. Our departures in ADP2 tonight, so I said 800 and 800. Engine acceleration, I'm not sure the procedures here at EastMids, but the MSA in the runway heading direction is 2500. So we'll set that as the engine acceleration. The wind across the runway is 24010. Shove that in there. Runway's dry. So cool, that's not done. So waiting on the fueling at the moment. It's starting to pump into the centre tanks now, so I get all them tanks on. So yeah, I think that's sorted for the moment. See you guys, I'll get all the fueling sorted and I'll get back to you in a moment. So guys, fueling's almost done now, so we'll get cracking on again. First off, a better pushback. Oh, I have to quickly change that. Preferences. Oh, set my headset. So pushback, facing to the east.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
The iris is also aligned, and yeah, no obvious anomalies, so I have to execute. Takeoff, is it done yet? Yes it is. So, put all them in, and 148 is the V2, so I'll set it in the box. Flight director's on, LNAV can be armed, and I get the tug to drive up.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Two turns can go on now. Configure hydraulics. Static push light on. Wheel light off. Setup can go on. Start the block time now as we shut all the doors and stuff. They're already shut. Medium shocks. Don't know why we're going on. We don't need that anymore. Shut the cockpit door. Alt off on the transponder. And cool, we can go for the checklist. So, pre-light checklist. Oxygen is tested 100%, visual times fat and space, which is all normal auto. Wind heat on, pressurization mode sector is auto. Planetary set to parking brake set, and the fuel engine start leaves are cut off. Full staff at the dog close are not fueled at 10.7 tons, pumps are on. Running signs on, window start to engine set, sorry, tail speed is set. CBO completed, rudder and aileron trim 3-0, taxi and tail briefly completed, kind of, I've briefly read that, really. And execution light is on before start check is complete. So yeah, it's pretty much the basic as far as taxi out and stuff goes. Leave the apron, we'll stay about Charlie Alpha and Quebec, all the way down Alpha to 1 for our departure. Pretty straightforward, literally. Well, right, so the two seconds are connected and we'll get out of here. Lovely scenery here, so the Orbx East Midlands, very nice. I like it quite a bit, especially when you're riding it open.
Connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking released. We can turn the packs off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, and I'll fire up number 2. Into rotation. N1 rotation. Oil pressure's rising. Uh, 25 fuel in. Positive fuel from AGC. Up it all goes. 17.4. Start cut out. And that's a stable engine start. Start number 1. Into rotation. N1 rotation. Oil pressure's rising. 25 fuel in. Positive fuel for EGNX. And 17.4 stars cut out. Let's engine number 1 stabilised. Cool. And just as the token finishes.
Operation complete.
Cool, that makes sense.
Parking brake.
Right, transfer the gens. Probably on. Leave them for a moment until he's gone. That's and go on. APU bleed off. Inside continuous. APU off. Excellent. The OAT is 6 degrees, but there's minimal cloud around, so we're finally on the anti-ice front. We don't require that for departure. Good. Disconnect. We're set flat 5. You only need the B hydraulic pumps to set flat 5. So let's set the flaps, which is fine. Yeah, for the tow to bugger off.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Pressurise them
signal
now.
on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Pressurise all the way up. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder left, rudder right, neutral. Good. He's buggered off. Let's now go to 1. Don't light off. We 4 taxi. Actually, let's set a trim first. 5 units. Yeah. Okay. 4 taxi checklist. The gens are on. Cruise on. Anti-ice not required. SH now auto. Satchel continuous. Recalls checked. Order with Sepcial. Sides idle. Detail and flight controls checked. And ground equipment is clear. Auto checks complete. Right. Let's get going. So guys, just approaching the hold right now, ready to go. So let's go through the last few things. So for the address config, TUI, so we'll just say checked, flaps 5, green light, stable trim 5 minutes set, tip review, cabin secured, until line completes. Okay, digging the cabin, get it fixed on, taxi off, strobe on. Had a bit of a fun time with the ground there, God knows what it's doing. TI, gone a little bit faster this turn, there we go. Whether that can go on, God, I'm dying as the video goes on. Cool, and we should be clear to take off. Few lights in the middle of the runway here. 10 out of 10 Orbx, well done. Alright, below light is protect transponder TI. Shop lights and line lights are on. Photo checks complete. Which Hermes lights don't exist because they don't. IRL. Okay, take off 40%. Start the clock. And stable toga. So let's take off first. 92.9% in one is set. 80 knots checked. Cargo tail down there. This bit is well known for its cargo ops. 100 feet below this LNAV. There should be speed at the moment. And there's 800 feet to climb first. I'm going to do L11V now for this departure, make life a bit easier. Checked, that's the MFR I reached. So accelerating, move fast warning. Pretty hell, this seems loud. I'll command A as well. Last one reach, green light, and the gulf flaps up. So the retracts. Get them to auto. And just going up through the top speed and up through the lights. Nice quick clean up. Look at that. Excellent. Right, so away we go. 3,500 feet. I just thought I need to quickly fix the XFSUIPC textures or they're going to break. Should I put it on actually? Yeah, I'm using XFSUIPC now. So, if you see any nice clouds later, that's why. So, we'll set the MFR in now because it's relevant. Continue climb up to a higher level. We'll sort out to cruise. Why not? 3,000 set, and gear goes off. Excellent. So keep watching above in the heading as we fly. And set the sound pressure now. Good. Use the cabin crew. And the as they've just air conditioning and pressurization is set. Exit start switches are in auto. And the gears open off, automates are off. The factor on the temperature is set. After the check's complete. And through its flight level 05. Good rate of climb going. No anomalies or issues as such. Excellent. Quite quiet skies this morning, which is not ideal about. Flight level 100, nice and grass. And reset the passengers. Excellent. Safely on our way to Lapland. So guys, we are approaching our top of descent. Quite close actually. I probably should have planned this a bit earlier, but oh well. So the metal in Rovaniemi Rebooted is currently 0.08 knots, visibility is 1300 meters. Snow a few 200, broken 400, -1. So based on the winds, we're going to go for the Armada Zulu with 03, and even Nemgu 1 Delta, and the Ropov the transition. Now, I'm hoping this works, because the low cloud could be an issue depending on where it is, but it's only few at 200, so like that's might be okay. But yeah. Let's get all the charts open and then we can triple check this and make sure I'm happy with it. RMP, and then yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna hold Vicky and Charlie if we get down 03. Here's the approach, the minimums 900. So we'll set that in here. And obviously that comes out about 350 feet. So the scattered at 400 feet won't be an issue for us. However, the broken 200 may be depending on where it is. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. 900, and we're going to have automatic level 3 set. Yep, all good. We'll execute that, go for fix, and runway 03 on 4 miles, 8 miles, and 12 miles. Cool, going to do a flat 40 landing due to conditions. So, yeah, of course, with all contaminated runway landings, it will be a very firm landing we're going for, so everyone in the comments who's going to start screaming like, oh, you smashed that landing, you're an awful person, how dare you, it's on purpose. So we're not going to fly a lot, get straight on the runway, get friction between the main gear and the ground, and start braking. And yeah, essentially that. So that's all in, that's all fine. Yep, that's all great. Cool, I think that's all set up. Can't think of anything else that I've missed. There's a bit of traffic around, but I'll be fine when we get down there. Shouldn't be an issue at all. So yeah, that's all briefed. And yeah guys, so I'll get back to you when we begin the approach. So guys, we're just leveling off at level 100 now. Just set out in the aircraft. A bit of speed breakout. So yeah, you see the planning approaches there. Nice and straightforward. Passenger's already seated. Logo light. We'll get the engine the engine anti-ice on. Wait for visual cues for the wing anti-ice. At that moment anyway. Got all the lights on now as we descend below 10k. Yeah, you're in continuous while using the engine anti-ice. Excellent. So yeah. One thing I didn't actually brief in the cruise, which is something I forgot to do, was our diversion fuel alternates and stuff like that. So we have Helsinki as an alternate in case all of Lapland goes to absolute shit. So yeah, Helsinki weather's fine. Rovaniemi, I've updated that. Yeah, Rovaniemi is basically the same as before, so we shouldn't have an issue. But should we do have an issue, 4 tons of fuel remaining to get to Helsinki. Let's get all the way down there. We'll need to have 3.5 tons of fuel at a divert to go to Helsinki. Otherwise, we can hold, and then we can wait to go to Katila, which minimum fuel is 1.9 tons. Is a point where we can divert, or we have to divert to Katila. We also have Olu. I don't know how you pronounce that. But yeah, we got that as well, and that's again 1.9 tons, or 2 tons actually, around that one. And we also have Notikio in the north, which is 2.3 tons at minimum. So we have plenty of time, providing we decide not to go to Helsinki. So say we go around, the weather's not suitable to land, and we look at our alternate weather. Should the other Lapland airports currently also not be adequate at the moment, we'll go to Helsinki straight away. But if they are, and forecast to stay that way, we'll hold and see if Rovaniemi improves. And if it doesn't, we'll go somewhere else within Lapland. Well, that's the plan at least. Bit more speed break out, getting bounced about all over the place. Actually, the QNH is 9.97, so if we set that now, that would probably bring us all the way back down on our QNH. Yep. Yeah, we got it. Brought us back nearly on VNAV profile. Yep, I know you got. I'll disagree. Just bear with me playing. There we go. 997 down here as well. And on the standby approach. Excellent. So just speed brake out, keep decelerating the aircraft as we go down. There we go, it's hit the decel point. So we'll leave L and VNAV in. And I will go flap 1. Get a bit of extra drag in. Oh my god, aircraft. Aircraft. Calm down. Zibo, are you alright? I don't think it's alright. As long as we can go above that, that's fine. So we're on the vertical profile now. Oop, never mind, we're going below it. God, does that, we're going a bit mad today. So we'll try and maintain that. I'm going to get flap 5 out. Bit of extra drag. Looks nice, doesn't it? Love Accelera. Cool. So I'll continue to decelerate us there. Slowly come back down. I'm going to ease off with the speed brake a little bit. There we go. I just realised last year's Christmas special from Eastern Mids as well. You can switch it up next year. Approach check the still Tim's instruments are set and cross checked. Approach is checked and set. That's the. Oops, I pulled the. It's fine. I pulled that. I went in the control wheel steering. But that's fine. I feel it can be stowed down. We're at 180 knots at 12 miles out, which is plenty enough. Okay, we're going down to the voice Unicom, where we are, what we're doing, our lives, even though we don't have Unicom set because I'm an idiot. Cool. Bringing in traffic, TOM8202 is on the RNAV approach runway 03 on a 10-mile final. Excellent, so maintaining 167 knots nicely. Height with the aircraft configuration at the moment, got no visual cues for icing, so we can leave the wing anti-ice off. Should start to turn us into it now. Fine. Oh, and it's missed it, yeah. The Zibo does this a lot, it just leaves it really late to turn, and then it misses it, so... Oh well, hopefully it comes back around, ideally. And if it doesn't, then rest in peace. So on the approach now, you see the descent profile here, you've got 2,400 feet, I'll set that momentarily. I'm on to Anuka, and we add that at Anuka, and then begin the profile down, and I'll set minimums in the MCP out. So 026 is where I'm heading, we need that set. Doing the cabin crew. Lovely wing view. Excellent. Good, so 2,400 set, still going down to that. We're due to get that just before Nuco, so I'm going to leave that for the moment. It's gone to Alta Choir. Actually, I will set 900 and do VNAV, and it should level off itself. Yeah, we're a bit below it, so it's going to do that. Next one, obviously the visibility is not great, but it'll do. I'm just watching the speed at the moment, hold on. Aircraft. Left, please. There we go. 6 miles out, we are on a low visibility RNAV, so I'm going to get configured now. Gear down, flap 15 on the speed brake. Flap 15 set, green light, and I'll gear down, 3 greens locked. Go flap 25 so we can get a slightly lower speed going. Get the retract on, assuming we've already been clear to land. And the go-around procedure here is proceed to that waypoint to Vec it, climb at 2,500 feet, so I'll set 2.5k in here. Actually, well, not yet, because we haven't probably started descending the RNAV yet. It hasn't started descending at all, has it? Down, plane, down. We'll go flat 40 then. It's at 2.5k now. Hopefully, yeah, it's getting that VNAV path really quickly. That maybe should have been a go around IRL, but I'm not sure. But it's fine, no, we're on the profile now anyway. So flat 40 set, 0 sound, all lights are on, good landing checklist. Continuous recall is checked, going through the snow. This arming is down for Orbx level 3 set, that's 40, we know, land lights on, and check's completed. See the volumetric lighting there. Excellent, Vira, thank you. So this will bring us down. Obviously, if we aren't visual, minimums will go around and we'll debate our options thereafter. No visual, I see the wings, nope, not. That is fine. Okay, with traffic, TOM8202 is final on Addons 03, low visibility. And it's specified in the end, so anyone who's like taxiing around knows that I'm making to be able to see them. So 4,500 feet, minimums is approaching. Still no visual, but that's fine. You leave all the automatics in at the moment. Well, it is an R now, so I could take him out and just fly the PFD, but I'm not going to do that at the moment, because I don't trust it that much. 700 feet.
Approaching minimums.
500 feet stable, continuing. You have approach lights. That's not the runway lights though. Oh, I can see the runway, that's fine then.
Minimums.
Landing, just see that there. That's enough to land. It's cutting it short, but it's enough. For some reason I have 4 legs. It's hard to see how it gets.
50. 40. 30.
Really good perception when you find above, I guess.
10.
Nice firm touchdown. See what's up, reverse. Very difficult to see outside there. Decelerating. Idle reverse.
80 knots.
Manual braking as well. So that was a little bit of a dodgy landing, but not really. It got a bit low in the end. There was no warnings at all though, which is fine. Yeah, that visibility there was just good enough. I'd hardly have not seen the runway lights, that wouldn't have been, but I saw them in the end, so it's fine. Right, nice. Slow right down, it's 10 knots. It's through stowed. Flat 15. Contaminated runway, so look at the snow outside. Oh my god. Nice gentle taxiing. Look at that, that is mad. Jesus. It's probably the worst snow I've landed in here so far. I've been here loads this Christmas. God. Lovely ring view there. Alright, stop the clock, 2 hours 41 minutes. Don't want to taxi quickly into the terminal, as it is all contaminated. 10 knots there, and I fire the APU. Strobe lights off. Engine lights stay on because we are still in icing conditions. Even though we're on the ground. I can go to alt off. I'll get a taxi down here. See, look at that, was sliding. Nice and gentle. Set the trim to 5 units. Pulled over operations with 5 units to stop the ice from freezing in a certain manner. That'll freeze the trim in place. So 5 units. See up there, just so you make out the terminal over there. Not really. Right, I don't know any more than 15 knots in. Yeah, that was mad. Look at the state of this weather. It's lovely though, lovely and Christmassy, but God. Yeah, so this is the X Rovaniemi. It's a very nice scenery, should we be able to see it. And I'll probably look on the stand, but oh my god. Right, so you have got visual cues of, for wing and the ice now that have what are on the ground, and it'll be going off anyway, so we'll not put it on now. So yeah, we're about 15 knots in, no more. Actually, that idle off there. TL. Definitely lowest visibility procedures in place here, man. So yeah, we're going to go park on stand 7 over there. Now, due to the nature of AutoGate, the jetways don't work amazingly. The best as they can physically be, but with this type of jetway, they only sit at one level. So yeah, they're not ideal, but we'll do. Transfer out onto gens. Just need to be very careful of how he stands. Oh, he stands there. He stands there. Slow down. And we'll turn into it very gently. And there you went straight past it. Turn on the stand now. I'm going to get the anti-ice off as we turn on the stand. So, here's the stand. Hopefully the jetway does work fine. Sometimes there's a bug with the Zibo, but it'll be fine. Get my taxi lights off. Need the wipers on high just so I can see where I'm going. I'll turn on the stand. Jeez, this is mad. Gentle deceleration. Don't be going too quickly. Oh, we're still moving, yeah. Ah, check that there. Still moving, yeah. Slowly do it. Stop. Parking brake set. And you got 2 blue, 1 red. Engines are dead. Let's check the one out. No, I think I have to do a little things. AutoGate reset. No, off, anti-collision off. So off. Did I stay on for the turnaround due to the weather? All of them can go off. Release the passengers. And you'll click the AutoGate thingy to work. There we go. Spotted on the position now, so we didn't even move us. So we've got ground power available. Not going to connect it. Don't need the APU going. Provide some warm air to the cabin. The cabin door, get the baggage doors up, doors, open all these up. Excellent, get the dawn lights on. Captain's set on, okay. Great, shutdown checklist, the fuel pumps are off, probe it off. I'll start at block time actually. Yep, where was I? Probe it off, hydraulic plant set, flaps up. Sorry, flaps are not up, that's a 15. Parking brake set, starters are cut off, and my radars off. So shutdown checklist complete, and we're turning around so we're not going to do a secure. So, welcome to Rovaniemi. Wasn't that fun? Blimey, look at this weather. Oh my god. How Christmassy does that look? That is brilliant. So yeah, welcome to Rovaniemi. Like I say, it's the new Fly X Sim Rovaniemi Rebooted. Very nice scenery. All these like ground textures are part of the scenery as well. Right, that's great. You can't see it well in like daytime, but there's a really nice tail on TV. That's they may have a roof issue though. It appears to be snowing inside the terminal. They may want to check that out. Yeah, it's really good. Would definitely recommend getting it. Nice flight up here at the Christmas when they're taking everybody home. Could always be a fun one. So yeah guys, I hope you really enjoyed that. Nice fun approach, something a bit different for once. So yeah guys, I hope you'll have a brilliant day. If I don't speak to you again maybe next week, I hope you have a brilliant new year, and I'll talk to you all in 2020. Merry Christmas everyone. Ta-ra.